Coach, I guess the first question is, how's the cornerbacks look to you through that first week?
Good, good. Guys really competing hard. It's going very well. I think the most important thing right now is competition. All right, we got to create some depth. So that's the main thing right now, trying to build depth.
Has Newton been the kind of guy that's kind of stepped up and kind of filling their role in terms of depth and compete, pushing those other guys?
He's a dude. He's a dude, and he brings a lot to the game, some maturity, and obviously he's a veteran player. Played a lot of snaps, and he's just a hard worker. Film junkie. He does it all.
So how do you create competition? What do you do?
Well, the most important thing is they got to create it themselves. I got to make sure I motivate them. I got to coach them, put them in the right position, and they just got to go out and execute. Play fast, and a lot of guys just feed off one another's energy.
And as you're creating this depth, I mean, you got to try guys with ones and move them around and
ones, twos. Yes, exactly. So just put them in multiple positions, and obviously the ones are the ones, the twos are twos, but at the same time I just kind of mix them up a little bit, and so they'll get some reps on the right side, some reps on the left side. So it won't always be the same, and so we really evaluate them that way.
Do you like what you see when you put the younger guys like Kyron Chambers out there and kind of get them throwing to the wolves a little bit against that first team offense?
Yeah, I mean, there's some growing pains going on, but obviously those guys are talented. He's a competitor. You watch him out there today, man. He's breaking up balls and playing physical. I like his mentality. He really brings some special to the game as far as athleticism and physicality.
What makes Trey so special as a corner?
Well, I mean, he's just full of energy. He's a guy that motivates himself. He's a self-motivated guy, and he tries to lead by example, and he has good genes. That's for sure. He can run. He's physical. Great cover skills. I mean, he's just a great all-around corner.
So I've seen some guys wearing shirts that say details across the front.
Yes, and just details. Obviously, you want to pay attention to the little things.
Right.
I mean, it can be just anything. Bringing your water bottle with you every single day. Just picking up trash. In the locker room. Just the little things. Just doing the little things right all the time.
Well, I mean, and it starts like I was telling you, it starts with stretch. I mean,
yeah.
Stretching, it's intricate. I mean,
yeah, we got a great stretch staff, and those guys do a great job of coaching those guys up. So we know those guys can be disciplined when we get them. Just paying attention to the little things, just like I said.
Coach, I know you're trying to build depth at that position, but when you got here and you get to see guys like Trey and Noah and even Keon, does it make the transition for you a little bit easier when you have that experience coming back?
Yeah, definitely. We got some guys that played a lot of football in that room, and you got Trey, you got Noah, you got CJ, and all those guys played at some point. Keon, and so. That's a lot of experience, and that helps me as a coach, knowing that those guys played a lot of football, so I can coach them hard, and just my job to put them in position to make plays. But it's good to have some carryover from the spring as well. With those guys, going through the spring, you get 15 practices, and I thought they had some carryover. They retained a lot of information, from the spring. A lot of retention.
So speaking of that depth again. Do you what's your approach during camp? Is it a meritocracy? Are you transparent and say, hey, look, whoever's doing the right things today is going to run with the ones, or is it kind of you're just trying to interchange them just to get some experience with both groups?
Yeah, both. I mean, it kind of works out good because obviously you kind of say for instance you have Trey out there running with the ones, you have Keon or Noah running with the ones, and so obviously those guys get those reps, and we may switch it the next day, or we may switch it during team period. Going into 7-on-7, it might be a new group, so we just kind of make sure all those guys get reps and showcase their talent, and so they get evaluated every single day. And so we want to make sure those guys are comfortable out there, and it shows on film. The cream will rise to the top, when it's all said and done.
Coach, this is the first time we've talked to you through the media, but what was it like when you were first approached about the possibility of coming to TCU?
I was pumped. I was excited, and I had a chance to come back with Coach Gillespie. A guy that I know, and there was some familiar faces on the staff and that I knew, and so it was a no-brainer for me. I love it here. I love the coaching staff. I love what Coach Dykes is building. It's just a family atmosphere, man. We grind. And, I'm looking forward to this season and getting off to a good start.